We're not popping corks, but we are making some incredible drinks. And this space, I cannot wait to show you. Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, and we are at Work and Leisure, which is on Locust. And I'm with my friend Raven Weinrich and Khaleesi.
Hi.
It is so beautiful here, and I cannot believe that I had not been until just a few weeks back when you teamed up with Chef Liz, which will show some incredible creations from her. We've had her on the show a few times. You do a lot with Tenacious Eats, don't you?
We do. Liz is one of my favorite people on the planet.
Yes.
Yeah. She's amazing.
And one of the best chefs in our area. And outside of our area, but we're just lucky to have her in St. Louis.
She's absolutely top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, if you've never been to a Tenacious Eats event, you are missing out. You do have some coming up. I was just asking you if you still had tickets left to this weekend.
We do. We are doing Idiocracy, which, you know, is a documentary right now. And we're really excited about this one. We have about 20 tickets left, so we're trying to get rid of those. But we have The Craft and The Goonies coming up, and I think we have maybe 2 or 3 tickets left.
You better get on them quick. So if somebody wants to get tickets for those, what's the easiest way?
You can hop on our website, workandleisurestl.com.
Okay, and they can do it that way. So yeah, the Idiocracy. So what is that about? I don't know that one.
You've never seen it?
No.
Idiocracy is a movie. This gentleman is in the military, and he gets put into a sleep pod. And there's an earthquake, so he's in the sleep pod for a couple of 100 years, and he wakes up, and the whole world is dumb because the only people having children were people with low IQs. And it's just really funny. The president is Terry Crews, who is a professional wrestler.
Of course.
And everything is sponsored by Carl's Jr.
Oh, how funny.
I'm the Secretary of State, sponsored by Carl's Jr. Yes.
Okay, so if you want to come to Idiocracy, it's coming up on the 30th, and there are some tickets still available for that. Again, it's multiple courses paired with incredible wines. Normally, is this with wines or is this with drinks?
These are cocktails.
Cocktails, okay.
Yeah, so I will pair the cocktails with the names, and I'll make something similar. Going off of Carl's Jr., we wanted to do a curly fry martini.
What? What's in that?
Yes, so I infused some vodka with all the good stuff that you would find in a curly fry: paprika, garlic, onions. And then I fat washed the vermouth with a olive brine mayo that we made in-house, and it's just all gonna come together and be really delicious.
Okay, wait, so this is the thing. I bartended Raven many years ago, right? We used to have fun when the movie Cocktail was out and we'd be flipping around, but mixology has come so far. So you just used a term I don't know. Fat washed, what is that?
I just learned it a few years ago.
Okay, good. I don't feel
the
stupid.
best way, it's just to walk you through it. So let's say we wanted to do a applewood smoked fat washed, or applewood bacon fat washed bourbon. Okay. You would cook the bacon, render down the fat. You would put that fat in your bourbon, and then just throw it in the freezer. It covers everything in those fat proteins, and then you strain it out, and then you get that really soft flavor of the fat wash plus the flavor of the bacon.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm telling you, bartending has come so far.
It really has.
It's the same thing though. You think of chefs or you think of, let's go to the wine industry, right? They talk about how long wine is in a barrel, and it's the patience of it all. But it's the same thing. It's not just having fun behind a bar and just mixing drinks anymore. It's really taking the time and incorporating ingredients that we wouldn't have thought of. I remember when egg whites were, I remember looking at a menu, Raven and I went, does that say there's egg whites in my drink?
I did the same thing.
But do you get a lot of requests for that?
We do sours, but instead of using the egg whites, just to cut back on somebody doing something wrong, or maybe the eggs aren't as fresh as we'd like them to be, we switched to a plant-based bubbler called fizz foam. So you would add it the same way, shake the same way, and get the same effect without having to use the egg white.
Fizz foam?
Fizz foam.
Oh my gosh, see, we're learning a lot today. If you're just tuning in, it's a special edition, Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. We are at Work and Leisure. So let's talk about this before we talk about our drinks that we're going to showcase today. So you and Jordan have had this for how long?
Jordan and his partners bought the space in 2018. I came in 2021. It started with co-working and in some events.
hours and being able to do some new things. So this is exciting because this is just around the corner that you have new hours and more of this open to the public.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of requests lately for especially people in the neighborhood. Like, we just want a place to go hang out and have happy hour. So Wednesday through Saturday, starting September 3rd, if we're not booked for a private event, we'll be open to the public from 3 to 8 during the week and 3 to 10 on Friday and Saturday.
Super cool. And again, some really, as we're transitioning now from summer to fall, you'll see food menu items change. You'll see drink items change as well. She just showed me something, and we've got some ideas as we go from fall to winter. You have been very, very popular in the last several years for your pop-up Avalanche, which you just showed me. And if you follow them on social media, go to their Instagram page, by the way, which is
Work and Leisure STL.
Okay, Work and Leisure STL. If you check that out, you'll see what they've done in past years. You literally transformed this space into a ski lodge.
It's pretty intense. Yeah, Jordan and I spent about 5 or 6 days in here. We turn the music up, we have some cocktails, and we dance around and have fun. We maybe yell at each other once a day. But we really get into it. We get as much decor into this space as possible.
How long does it take to transform this space?
If we want to go light, about 5 days.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I looked at it and you really do feel like you are in Colorado or Utah or something like that. And so you've done that for how many years now? 3?
This will be our 4th year.
This will be your 4th year?
Yeah.
What have you heard from people that have attended to that?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
They just love it. People really like that we don't do the 2-hour seatings. It's 6 to 10. Like, you just come and go as you please.
Because if you're familiar with people doing pop-up bars, that's what I didn't like.
It's the 2-hour seating.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more about the turnover, and we just want people to come in and have a really good time and end a story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for people who have not been here before, Zach's behind the camera showcasing a lot of that we can. Jim also is going to go upstairs because when I first came here, Jim and I were like, can we go upstairs? And you're like, oh my gosh, of course.
Yeah.
So people who like to play games, tell them what you have upstairs, and then we'll also talk about what you have downstairs, but we'll show upstairs first.
Yeah, upstairs, I like to hide board games everywhere. So we have a lot of little pieces of furniture, so there will be something hidden under the furniture full of board games. We have everything from every type of Uno and checkers and chess to Connect Four, cornhole, bocce ball court. Jordan's dad builds large wooden games, which are really great. So we'll do Plinko and things like that as well.
You also have air hockey up there, which is what we played.
Yes. We do.
I hate to say he beat me. We were having such a blast. You feel like little kids again. So when people come, is this a really popular aspect of it? Is people feeling like a little kid again?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Jordan and I gauge every event we do with how many people we see sitting somewhere on their phones. And I mean, we love to say, I bet 99% of people don't even pick up their phone during an event.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, again, you want them to be present and have fun with the guests that they have here. So yes, if you've never been, again, it's called Work and Leisure. Give them your address.
It's 3015 Locust Street.
So again, if you are outside of St. Louis, when you come to visit us here in St. Louis, put Work and Leisure on your radar. It's a really cool space. How many people can be in this space?
Standing room, smushed in, we get about smushed in, we get about 200. Seated, we could do about 125.
So when you do your events, like with Tenacious Eats, you usually sell how many tickets?
We like to cap it at around 80.
Okay.
That way the tables can all face the screens.
Right.
And there's enough room for the staff who are always dressed up to really get into all the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Because we like to act out parts of the movies or the shows that we're watching and really get into it. So we like to have a lot of space for people to enjoy that.
Yeah, again, Tenacious Eats, so you can follow them and follow Work and Leisure. They do a lot of combination partnership events together. You also do some wine dinners, which is what we came to. We came to the War of the Rosés, which was super, super cool.
Yeah.
And great wines.
Yeah.
That's what I like about wine dinners, because you get a chance to get introduced to things that maybe you wouldn't normally pick. And you're like, oh, I like this, which we did. We ended up buying rosés that night.
Yes. Yeah, Chef and our sommelier, Shannon, are amazing together. When we sit down to do the menus, it's a lot of fun because Chef will just taste a wine and then tell you exactly what she's gonna make.
Right.
And it's so exciting. Like, everyone's like holding on the side of the table, like, oh, what's it going to be.
It is. I mean, her creativity is really second to none. The thing is, a lot of people will do it one way or the other. She said sometimes she does it what you would consider to be backwards.
It's backwards,
Yeah.
yes. Usually the menu is done and then
Right.
the sommelier picks the wine to
Yeah.
go with the food. This way, it's backwards,
Yeah.
as you said. We do the wine first, and then we all sit together and we do the menu together.
I think though I think that's what I do at home. I think that makes sense to me. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I think this would pair well with this.
Yeah.
Which again is what she does. All right, we are again doing our Wet Your Whistle Wednesday from Work and Leisure. Wanted to show you this incredible space. And don't forget, again, new hours coming up, September 3rd.
September 3rd.
September 3rd. So if you have been wanting to come here and just mingle and have a great time, September 3rd are the new hours. Check out their website. Follow them on social media as well. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have 3 cocktails here that we are going to make. One is tequila, right?
Tequila,
gin,
and bourbon.
and bourbon, which again, tequila is like the really big hot thing right now.
It really is.
Bourbon was all the kind of cult. Everybody's doing bourbon things. Now tequila has just gone crazy. So are these more transitioning from like summer to fall, or are they kind of a
These are the end of our summer.
end of summer?
Yes.
So I'll be interested to see what's coming up or what people are clamoring for fall as well.
Yeah.
All right, before we wrap up summer, we've got 3 drinks for you. Maybe you'll even want to make these as you have maybe your final unofficial wrap up of summer for Labor Day weekend. So Raven Weinrich, Work and Leisure. Don't go anywhere.
I was just on the Real Monica Adams show, and it was really a good experience for me. When I walked in, the building is just peaceful. The environment is beautiful here. Monica really made me feel welcome.
The Monica Adams Show allows people to be themselves. It's really important to share kindness, to be real, to offer stories and things that will give people hope and a reason to smile.
Rather than waking up aggravated, disappointed, and wondering, where's this earth going, choose to wake up with something that'll put your mind and your heart in the right direction. Start with Monica.
And welcome back. We're all giggles at Work and Leisure. Again, located on Locust. So if you're in St. Louis, come on down into the city. This is a great, in fact, this entire street, there's so much culture on the street.
There really is.
Right? So much good food, drinks, shopping. This is probably one of my favorite streets in the city. And again, if you haven't come down to St. Louis, which you all need to, people always say, oh, the city, I don't know what to do. Do they ever say that to you? Oh, you're in the city.
All the time.
And what do you say back to them?
It's not like what you see on the news. The news is propaganda.
Look at that. That's why I left, Raven.
Yeah,
It's sensationalistic.
Yes, I've lived in all parts of the county. I grew up very rural, and every time I come right back to St. Louis City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there are parts. Again, you always need to be smart. And my husband always says, have your head on a swivel. I agree with that. But when I think of areas of the city that I do want you to experience and explore, it's right here. So come on to Locust. I think the first time I ever came down on Locust was Fountain on Locust.
That's everyone.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
I know.
same.
So if you know where Fountain on Locust is, again, come down to that. And just, I like to do a progressive night or
Yeah.
progressive afternoon. So there's so many things that you could hit along the way. So come here, have drinks, maybe go over there, have some ice cream, whatever you want to do. When it comes to the drinks, we're transitioning out of the summer, going into fall. So this is kind of end of summer for you. So you made for us a blueberry margarita.
Yes, so we make all of our syrups and shrubs in-house. So
Okay.
everything is local and fresh.
Okay.
So the margarita is reposado tequila, a little bit of mezcal, and then we make a homemade blueberry simple with a little mint. And then we add the fizz foam, lime, give it a good shake.
And again, if you're just tuning in, you missed out. Fizz foam is kind of like people who like to have egg whites. So blueberry, do you get a request for this a lot?
The blueberry is very popular during the summer.
Let me smell. Again, the thing that's different when people say, oh, I want to try to make these at home, is this a difficult drink to make?
It's the easiest thing
It's
to
the
make.
easiest thing to
It's
make.
the easiest thing to
So
make.
they may not have feed foam, so they would have to do the egg whites.
You don't need it.
Oh, you don't
Yeah,
need it.
it's really just for appearance.
Okay.
So if
And
you're
taste.
at home, it's 2 ounces tequila, 1/4 ounce of mezcal, 1 ounce simple syrup. With this case, it's blueberry. A 1/4 ounce of triple sec or any orange liqueur, and
Mm-hmm.
an ounce of lime.
Okay, yeah, this is really refreshing, very light. And you mentioned mezcal. Some people, ooh, I don't taste the smokiness in it though.
I put just a little bit. Just a little bit. It just gives it enough of the smokiness. It's
Right.
like adding a little liquid smoke to a dish.
Okay, yeah, because when you said mezcal, I was expecting to say, okay, I'm going to take, because again, for me, I kind of stay away from mezcal sometimes because it can overpower.
It's a lot.
if they put too much. So we were just talking about how popular tequila is right now. Do you see a big wave of people?
Yes.
They are?
Tequila is really the only drink. We all, we went through the flavored vodka
Yeah,
phase. Like
yeah.
everything was a flavored vodka. Nobody drinks vodka. It just sits on the
Interesting.
shelf. I know.
Wow.
So I try to play it in a little more, but gin has really picked up where vodka left off.
All right, well, we'll go to the gin. I am
Yes.
typically not a gin fan.
I am not either.
Oh, okay.
I am not either, but I've really been working hard on finding ways to like gin so other people who don't like it have a new thing to try.
But it also depends on the gin, right?
Yes.
Because some gins I just feel like, oh my gosh, this is a Christmas tree in my mouth.
It's too floral.
Yes.
A lot of places, Origin Gin from Four Hands, 1220 Spirits,
Uh-huh.
has really made a beautiful gin that has just enough to be a gin, but still very smooth that you don't feel like you're drinking a flower.
Okay, I like some of the botanical gins. All right, you, Raven, really put this one all the way up to the top. This is a gin fizz,
It's a gin fizz.
but what's all in this one?
So you have 2 ounces of gin. It might need a little stir.
Smells good.
An ounce of lemon, an ounce of homemade ginger simple, and
Okay.
then top club soda.
Okay, and so it should be refreshing, it sounds like.
It's very refreshing. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, it doesn't have the bite of gin.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, this is very easy drinking. So again, that's the thing. So I think that's the problem a lot of times people will have in their head, oh, I'm not a gin drinker, don't even tell me about gin, right?
Yes.
Or I'm not a vodka, I'm not a tequila. Like my husband doesn't like tequila, but I would always say, well, keep an open mind because somebody could make something. It's just like bourbons.
Yes.
He's a bourbon drinker, he's a scotch drinker. I typically even I don't do brown liquors, but I'm always willing to say, okay, I'll taste. And sometimes he'll be like, oh, you'll like this. And I'll go, no. But then I'll find, oh, okay, this is easier.
Yeah, I went the simple, it's a ginger simple, so I cook down the ginger, but I add a little lemon zest and vanilla bean, and the vanilla really softens the bite of the gin a bit as well.
Yeah, I would not know that was gin.
I'm glad to hear that.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, and then this has been a staple for a while. Well, for a long, long time, but it made this resurgence. People are drinking Manhattans. People are drinking old fashions. This is an old fashioned.
This is an old fashioned. So we grilled the peaches to give them that charred flavor, and then we made the simple syrup with that. And then we just build a classic old fashioned, but instead of Angostura bitters, I use a cocoa bitters.
Cocoa bitters.
Yeah, the chocolate again just kind of smooths out that flavor.
Look, Jim's like, don't drink too much of it. That's mine, honey.
We
All
can
right.
make more.
Oh, okay. I don't smell the bite that I normally do of a old fashioned.
The old fashions I like because you stir them with so much ice, then you pour on ice that you really get the water down, so it's not as strong as it should be as the straight drink.
Tell me why, and is it because of the fact that it liquefies? Why do they use the big ball of ice? A lot
So it
of
doesn't
times.
melt as quickly.
But you can make it either with
Yes.
a bunch of, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
This way you just get more of the water.
Now I smell it as I do this.
Yes.
Here you go. Ice. Oh, I like the peach. Okay, again, all three of these, I'm going to tell you from someone who wants to drink tequila or gin or bourbon, all three of these drinks are very easy drinking.
Yes.
Very much, yes, I can taste that this feels like summer still. So again, I know a lot of people are having Labor Day parties this weekend. These are three that you might want to try out. So one more time, tell them what's in the blueberry margarita.
The blueberry margarita is 2 ounces of reposado tequila.
So if they don't have reposado tequila, would
Any
that
tequila.
would that change the taste a lot?
Just barely.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever your favorite tequila is, that's the one that you're going to enjoy.
Now people sometimes will say, should I have a white tequila or brown tequila? What do you think is better?
I personally like brown tequila.
Okay.
It just has a little more earthiness, a little more flavor to it. But if you're really just wanting like a smooth cocktail, a Blanco is the way to go.
What about, since there is this big changeover to everybody drinking tequila, and I mean drinking tequila straight, right? So that's not the old school trying to drink the worm.
Yes.
That's not what we're talking about. We're not even talking about Jose Cuervo. Are people coming into you saying, I just want tequila, and I just want tequila on ice, or I want it neat?
It's at the end of the night.
And
Yeah.
what are they asking for? What kind of tequila?
Just straight. Reposado,
It is,
the
okay.
darker tequila. Yeah. If people are drinking it straight, they want the flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's in the gin again?
It's the gin, ginger simple that we made in-house, and lemon juice topped with club soda.
Again, very simple.
Very simple.
I like the fact that a lot of our Foodie Fridays and our Wet Your Whistles have been simple ingredients. Because again, you can go crazy and be really, really fancy with mixology, which you probably get challenged to do so.
With Chef Liz, any Tenacious events, that's when I get that opportunity. She's actually the one who took me from fast casual bartending to wanting to do something more.
Really?
Because I watched her and she wanted me to go in the kitchen, and I don't want to be in a kitchen. So I said, this is the closest I could get to being in a kitchen and working creatively with you without being in a kitchen.
How long have you been a mixologist?
About 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, right around there.
What made you want to get into it?
Liz.
Liz?
Yeah, I was just doing a lot of just regular bartending, fast-paced bartending. I got into catering, which is how I met her. And just watching her be as creative as she wanted to be made me see like, oh, I could have a lot more fun with this. And then I got the opportunity here at Work and Leisure to just have the run of things and do whatever I want. Yeah.
And so we have a mutual friend, Julie Lally, who said, Monica, you will love Raven. And again, right away, when I came in, I was like, I need to meet Raven. Oh, I'm right here.
Yeah.
She was like, she is one of our best. So we just said that Liz is one of our best chefs. So we're getting her as one of the top mixologists. What does that mean to you when people say that?
Oh, you're probably the first.
No,
my face.
I didn't just hear it. Well, okay, now see, say it to her. I didn't just hear it from Julie. Okay, and then in the old fashioned, grilled peaches.
Grilled peaches. Yes.
That's what I think changes us. So for someone who's not a bourbon drinker, this will be interesting. For someone who is, right, if they think this is too light, but for someone who doesn't drink more brown liquors, that would be the one that someone could hand me and I would say, oh, now that I can drink, which is why you need to keep an open mind again.
Yes.
But you do win. All right.
She's so excited.
So does she get a chance to interact with guests often? Is she here or no?
If it's an event where we're under about 50, 60 people, we will bring her. We do get requests when we do tours. We'll do tours for people.
Where's
Like, well, can
Khaleesi?
the dog come to the party? And we're like, absolutely.
Are you serious?
Yes. And you'll find people over in a corner on the floor petting her belly.
Oh,
She's
yes.
having the best night ever.
She's sweet. How old is she?
She'll be 9.
She's adorable. She was our little greeter as soon as we got here. All right, so once again, Work and Leisure, I want you to go to their website, to their events. We mentioned Idiocracy is this weekend, still some tickets available. Goonies, maybe a couple left. That is by far one of my favorite movies from the 80s.
Well, you'll be coming, I hope.
I forgot to buy my tickets. I was like, oh. And she thought there might just be a couple left. What is the other one that you said?
The Craft.
The Craft.
October 11th.
That should be good as well. And then what are some other big things you have coming up event-wise besides these dinners?
We have an event. I think Avalanche is really our next thing.
When is that? That's November
It
or
starts
December?
the last week of November,
Okay.
and then we run all the way through December. We have a huge New Year's Eve party, which is actually really exciting this year.
You've done pajama before, haven't you?
We're going to do it again this
Oh,
year,
okay.
but we're going to change things up a little bit. We thought it'd be really fun to have people in bed smugly snoring by 11:15.
What? Oh, that will happen.
Missing all of the Uber madness. So we're going to do our New Year's Eve party this year from 6 to 10 with a ball drop and everything. So
Really?
you could be at home and miss all of the Uber traffic.
That's smart because one of the reasons people don't like going out on New Year's Eve is dealing with amateur night, which it absolutely is. That's
Yes.
what everybody always calls it, right? So you think that you can drink and you think you can, make it home. It's for a lot of people, they feel it's a dangerous night. I like that. So 6 to 10,
6 to 10.
then be home. You can do the ball drop here and then you can watch it on
Yeah.
TV.
All the food will be by Tenacious Eats. We'll have several stations, including prime rib sliders, an omelet station, a latke bar, and we'll have a lot of games, DJ. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's pajamas again this year.
Again, so watch. For those of you that don't like dressing up and don't want to get into the penguin outfit and like the black tie events, you can get into your pajamas there and then just stay in them and just go to
go
bed.
home and get in bed.
All right. I'm so glad we were able to do this again, introducing
Yes.
you to Work and Leisure in person. And we're excited about some ideas that we have. Oh, it's time to go to bed already. Where's your pajamas? So a few cocktails, but one last thing before we wrap up. What are you thinking would be some really cool things to transition to get us ready for fall? What are some good fall drinks that you can tell us to be making at home?
Oh, I'm very excited for fall drinks. I'm bringing in a drink that's been very popular for a couple of years now. Speaking of gin, it's a clementine drink. It's orange, so we use it for fall.
Okay.
But it's gin and Aperol, two of my least favorite things.
I was just going to say, we went to Italy and I was not a fan of an Aperol
Me
spritz.
either, yes. So I was determined to like Aperol. Like, I'm gonna find a way. So it's clementine, a homemade vanilla syrup, the gin and Aperol, fizz foam.
Okay.
But together it just tastes like a dreamsicle, and you
Okay.
don't taste the bitterness of the Aperol or the gin whatsoever. We're bringing a sake drink. It's a cucumber sake drink with a garlic infused olive oil on top, which is really delicious.
Yeah.
And then the old fashioned, we're gonna kind of lean into the apple, fall, cinnamony, chai spice kind of realm.
Do you get requests to make some fun pumpkin spice drinks? Because everybody loves pumpkin spice in the fall.
It's the least requested. Anytime
Really?
I've put a pumpkin drink on the menu, nobody wants it.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
drink it all by myself. Because
I'll
love
come
them.
here and drink
Yes,
them.
I'll drink them.
Look, I went to Boston and got introduced to pumpkin beer with cinnamon sugar rim, and I fell in love. And I'm not a beer fan, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't have thought that I would have been a fan of that. But that just reminded me right away of fall. You think about all the people that, I don't care about giving the name of, you know which coffee house I'm talking about, but everybody, the coffee chain that everybody goes to immediately to get pumpkin spice coffees.
Yeah.
I would think that they want that in a
That's
drink.
me.
That's me.
No, it really surprised me because every year I'm like, I'm gonna do it again, and it's always the least favorite.
All right, I'm ordering it. We're going to start something here. Well,
Just all pumpkin
yeah,
flavor.
all pumpkin. I like that idea. Okay, so once in, go to their website, go to Work and Leisure's website, look at the calendar of events. We've given you a rundown of some things that are coming up. Don't forget about Avalanche, because it looks like it's going to be absolutely incredible.
So good.
And then, again, the New Year's Eve party, so you can come in your pajamas, have a good time, wrap up at 10 o'clock, and then stay in your pajamas and go home and either watch at midnight and have the ball drop or get to bed early.
I think you'll be so full you'll be ready to go to bed as soon as you walk in the door.
I'm like, oh, I don't need to see the ball drop.
Yeah.
Raven, thank you so much.
Thank you, Monica.
Again, we've got a blueberry margarita, we've got a gin fizz, we've got a grilled peach old fashioned. Make those at home, and if there is a drink that you would like for us to feature on a future Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, let us know. If there is a particular restaurant or a mixologist you want us to feature as well, let us know that as well. My email is info@therealmonicaadams.com. Next Wednesday, we'll be back with Chuck Gillentine and his cast of characters at Defiance Ridge Vineyards, so we'll look forward to that. Thank you so much, and we will be back with you tomorrow morning bright and early at 7 a.m. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Get out and enjoy it. Maybe even sit outside and have a nice cocktail.